All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something that is so important in our modern lives: how to protect our digital stuff. You know, all those photos, files, and memories. We're going to cover a super simple but incredibly powerful strategy called the 3-2-1 rule. It's basically a blueprint to make sure your most important files are safe no matter what.
So let me just ask you this, straight up. Are your digital memories truly safe? And I mean, really, truly safe. Just take a second and think about all of it. The photos, the videos, those important documents you've got saved. What would you do if they just vanished tomorrow? It's a terrifying thought, right? But it's one we absolutely have to face.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. You see, the biggest mistake most of us make isn't that we don't back up our files at all. It's that we back them up once and think we're done. That false sense of security is a trap, and it's so easy to fall into. Which leads us perfectly into what I call the one safe place myth. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that one external hard drive you have sitting on your desk, or maybe that one folder in the cloud. You think, yep, my stuff is safe there. But honestly, that way of thinking is a huge gamble.
So why is it such a gamble? Well, because a single copy of your data is what's known as a single point of failure. It is just one accident away from being gone for good. I mean, think about it. Hard drives are physical things with moving parts. They all die eventually. It's not a matter of if, but when. Files can get corrupted for no reason at all, and cloud accounts, they can get hacked or locked. Putting all your trust in one spot is like putting all your eggs in one very fragile basket.
To really understand what this feels like, let's walk through a story that is unfortunately way too common. Because this isn't just about ones and zeros, it's about the real human memories that those files represent.
So picture this: someone who thought they were being super responsible. They had that one external hard drive, their digital safety net, and it was loaded with years of precious memories, music, photos, the works. They felt totally secure, like they had it all covered. And then, one day, it happened. Not with some big dramatic crash, but with something way scarier: complete silence. The drive just stopped. No warning lights, no weird clicking noises. It was just dead.
And this is the part that's a real gut punch. It wasn't just files that were lost. It was, as they put it, entire chapters of their lives. Photos of family, of friends, of pets growing up, all those little moments that are absolutely 100% irreplaceable. That's a truly devastating kind of loss. But here's the good news. That story does not have to be your story. There is a simple, proven, industry-standard way to prevent that kind of heartbreak, and it's called the 3-2-1 rule.
So what is this magic rule? It's actually just a really straightforward strategy that's designed to protect your data from pretty much any disaster you can imagine. A dead hard drive, a house fire, theft, even a nasty ransomware attack. The entire philosophy is built around one simple concept: redundancy.
So let's break it down. It's so easy. The 3 means you have 3 total copies of your important data. That's the original file on your computer plus 2 backups. The 2 means you keep those copies on 2 different types of media. This is so important. It means you don't just use 2 identical hard drives, because a single power surge could fry them both. You can use your computer's drive plus an external drive, or an external drive plus cloud storage. And finally, the 1 means you keep at least one of those copies off-site. This is your safeguard against a local disaster like a fire or a flood that could wipe out everything in your house at once.
Now, when we talk about that off-site copy, everybody's brain immediately jumps to the cloud, which is great, but, and this is a really big but, we have to talk about a super common misunderstanding. We need to know the difference between cloud syncing and a true cloud backup. They are not the same thing, not at all.
Okay, this chart explains it perfectly. Syncing services like Google Drive, Dropbox, or iCloud, they're basically a mirror. Whatever you do on your computer, it does in the cloud. So if you accidentally delete a file from your laptop, poof, it's gone from the cloud too. They're fantastic for accessing your files anywhere. A true backup service, on the other hand, is an archive. It's built for one thing: recovery. It saves snapshots of your files over time, so if you accidentally delete something, you can just go back in time and get it back.
So what's the best move? Honestly, it's a hybrid approach. Go ahead and use a syncing service for that day-to-day convenience. It's awesome for getting to your files from your phone or another computer. But for real permanent protection, you also need a dedicated backup solution, whether that's a true cloud backup service or just a physical hard drive you keep at your office or a relative's house. That way you really do get the best of both worlds.
Awesome. So, you get the system set up, but you're not quite done.
You see, data protection isn't a set-it-and-forget-it kind of deal. It needs just a tiny bit of ongoing care to make sure it's actually working and ready for you when you need it most.
And look, this doesn't have to be some massive chore. It's super simple. Just put a reminder in your calendar for, say, one weekend every few months. Take maybe 15 minutes. Double check that your cloud backups are actually running. Try to open a few random files from your external drive just to make sure they're not corrupted. And give your physical hardware a quick check. That's it.
And speaking of checking your hardware, here's a fantastic pro tip for you. There are free tools out there like Crystal Disk Info for Windows that can actually look at the health data your hard drive reports about itself. It's like a check engine light for your drive. It can warn you when a drive is starting to fail, which means you can replace it before you lose everything. It's a total game changer.
You know, when you boil it all down, it really comes down to this one simple truth. You will never, ever regret having too many backups. But you will absolutely 100% always regret having too few or none at all. That extra copy might feel a little redundant right now, but trust me, the only regret you'll ever feel is not having it when you desperately need it.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Don't just listen to this and think, yeah, I should do that someday. Someday is today. So what is the very first small step that you are going to take right now to start protecting your digital life for good?